Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Desk. I'm Chad, Amy's over there, and today we're going to be going over some non-Airbnb properties. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I feel like Farrah Fawcett looking at this thing and look at my new do. My hair color is so different in like every single picture, it seems.
Yeah.
I like changing hair color.
Boo got a new do.
Boo got a
So
new
what's your word of the day? What do you got up there?
My word of the day is abrir, and it means to open. This is a verb, so you have to conjugate it.
Conjugate the verb.
Yes.
I remember that from school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had an interesting teacher. He was like 80 years old.
Wow.
Long nose. Kind of reminded me of like a witch, but like a boy witch.
Male.
Conjugate. Anyways, so today we're going to be taking
We used to do spitballs in our Spanish teacher. Bad.
And that was at it doesn't matter where that was. That was at when I was at military school.
Got it.
So it's like an all boys school, and so we were extra picking on him just because. Anyways, a few weeks ago, you finished up your fundraiser.
Yes, it was so great.
And since then, you've gone to some Detroit schools to teach your program.
I just came back from one today, actually. We taught at a Detroit public school Friday and today.
You've brought on some new facilitators.
Yeah, 2, potentially a 3rd. I got to interview her next week, I think. It's really awesome. Good. Yeah.
Cool. Well, should we just jump into it? Last week we did some Airbnb properties, and we wanted to look at the non-Americanized version of what it might look like to look for properties.
Yeah.
Right. And so we're going to do that today. But do you want to break down a little bit before we jump into it what we're going to be looking at?
Yeah, we're just going to be looking at just a few properties, maybe 1 or 2 in Medellin, 1 or 2 in Envigado. Unfortunately, this site doesn't have anything in Sabaneta. But I think our goal with this chat is to just like let people know Airbnb is easy. We're familiar with it. We trust it, but it is more expensive. It's a lot more expensive. And so when you go to these sites like this, it's in Spanish. It can be translated into English, but not everything translates the way we talk, right? So, I mean, my suggestion is if you're going to go outside of Airbnb, you can hit up AK Joel or the Medellin Buzz with Andrew Messina. They actually help people move down there. And yeah, you got to pay them. But if you're going down there to live, then you want to make sure that it's done the right way, and they can totally hook you up. So they'll actually go find the apartment for you or whatever you need. So
that's one of the big things that I found looking at this website that's really seems to be designed for Spanish speaking folks, and probably just like we might go to Montana and use Airbnb, but we're still within the United States. This seems a little bit more along the lines of what a Colombian or another South American might do to travel within this area, because it seems very centered and focused around that group of people.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's good that there's local resources. And if we are able to leverage those local resources and save a few bucks, cool. But if you want to be hands off, like you mentioned, get with the guys.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They'll do it all for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And I highly recommend them. Chad and I both have met with them. They're amazing. Their content on YouTube is really incredible. Their emails and newsletters and things like that are incredible as well. So highly suggest them. But also, Chad and I would rather do Airbnb the first time around. It's very stressful, I think, with our dog and the luggage and all the extra things that you have to pack. We really wanted some things to just kind of be easier for us. And then when we get down there, to actually go and visit these local agencies, like actually go in and meet them. So that's kind of our plan, so that next year when we go, we're able to do it differently.
100%. So let's jump into the site and take a look and see what they've got going on over there. There's a couple of things we did. The site is get Vicio. Vico. Hey, look at me doing
Vico.
the E
Look
instead
at
of the I. And again, it does have a US filter, so you can have English. It does have a US style filter. So they did build it to where, or at least update it to where the US market can access it and get a good idea. But it's not Airbnb. It's definitely different. We put a couple of filters in here because we know with Airbnb, if you agree to Airbnb, if you're renting and you agree to Airbnb's terms, you honor the USAA, which means service dogs can come without question. Even if you say we're not pet friendly, service dogs are excused from that.
Allowed, sure.
Right. So we don't know if that's the case here. So one of the filters we did is we did add the pet friendly.
And we are not recommending this website.
No,
this
really,
is just an example that we found.
An opportunity to see what else is out there outside of Airbnb. Keep in mind, like pictures, location, costs, and then you can kind of calculate for yourself. Is it worth the extra expense just to have that peace of mind with Airbnb, or do we want to do it ourselves and potentially take the risk?
Yeah.
But without the information, you just don't know. So we did a small dog filter, and we also did what they call private, and what it means is you get the entire place. The vast majority of these are rooms where it's occupied with other people as well. So we did put the filter that the entire place is rented, not just a room within the place. So a couple things happen with this. I like to use the map view because as you change the map, the location, it populates the ones that are available. So right now we see that there's 4 in here. That's all the listings that show here. But if we were to zoom out, it's going to then show everything that's on here and you can scroll through them. So for the sake of us, we kind of know the territories we like. And then also we're going to check out Medellin proper for those that want to stay more city central. So right now we've got these 4 up. They're going to be relatively close to Sabaneta, but also in the Envigado area. So which one do you want to take a look at here? We got a 3-room, a 1 bed. Let's not do the 1-bedroom, 1 bath.
Yeah. Let's do that 3-room up there on the right, the Magdalena.
Perfect. We're going to open a new tab because I don't want to have to try and refresh this. Let's jump into. I actually looked at this one earlier, so we're going to look at the pictures in just 1 second.
This slightly resembles Airbnb and how they do it. So they kind of took that model.
Yeah,
it looks like.
Yep. So on the right here, you're going to see the pricing based off of how long you're staying. So 1 to 3 month term at 8, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12. So
it gets cheaper as you
get. So there are
in.
deals as you stay for longer periods of time.
And it's my understanding that everything or almost everything is negotiable in Colombia. Like it is a part of the Colombian culture to negotiate.
So that, keep that in mind as you're going through these and you start reaching out directly to the owners or the
Did you see the date availability? Did you see that?
It's day, month, year, which is the most logical thing.
It is the most logical thing. I think America is the only ones that does it the way we do it. Everybody else, even in Europe, everywhere.
So we got 3 rooms, 2 bathrooms. It does not say bedrooms specifically, so be cautious on that.
It did say internet.
Yep. So we have internet. Some will actually specify 100, 200, 300 megs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's saying that it's available, cleaning not included. So at the bottom, I'll show you this. It does often have a cleaning fee, which is the end of your term. Some of them include cleaning monthly and then a final cleaning at the end of your stay. So there are some differences here from what we're used to. So you'll see this a lot where it says drug free, and then there will be a
but weed friendly.
But it'll also have like a prostitution free, like that's a highlighted item.
All right.
Repercussions, they'll sometimes say if you're caught, you will go to jail for 4 to 8 years. Like there are some listings that are saying, don't even bother looking at us if that's your intention.
And that's Medellin, the mayor. He has gone in and done a 180, around that, which is great. But
so let me breeze down to this bottom part. So map wise, we're going to see that we are north of Sabaneta, south of Envigado, kind of in the center.
Right in the middle, yeah.
But also mountainside.
Mm.
So here's the main strip. Here's your main strip. Here is 43, which is the second road that goes all the way up. This is kind of a ways in.
Yeah.
So you're going to be a little bit more elevated, which is a good thing, in my opinion.
We want the view. We want the quiet. And so there's your, can you?
I'm sorry. I was going to go up to the pictures.
That's okay. Scroll down and then there's your host. And when she joined and she lives in there. No, she does not live in there, she says. Okay. So I was just reading that really quick. So make sure you read that. You're getting it translated appropriately so that things don't get lost in translation.
Yeah, we've been struggling with the Google Translator and the site translator. Only some things are.
Yeah.
Do your best, right? And this is why
we're this is why we're doing Airbnb though, because if we have to pay a few $100 extra, I'm fine with that. Until we get to know the area better.
So here's your little balcony, and I noticed on this one because I saw it earlier. Your view is this parking structure.
It sure is, but you see the mountains behind it.
You do see the mountains behind it, yeah. As we continue through, you've got a small dining area. I noticed a lot of the refrigerators are low.
Mm.
In the United States, this refrigerator will go all the way up to here. So you may see full size fridge, but you get a picture to see what full size actually means. Not a ton of counter space.
I don't see a little bar either.
Little dining area.
Living room area.
And then
this looks like your typical space. How many meters is that? Like 80, maybe 70, 80, something like that.
Go back and see if it gives us a highlight.
Is that the hallway?
I think this is like the entranceway.
It's really pretty.
To get in.
Yeah, lots of green. Look at that space outside.
Lots of green parking structure.
Wow, that's nice. So they have a basketball court.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. They have a pool. That's great.
Those might be some old giant trees.
They had to cut down maybe, yeah, for sure.
Poolside, and then lounge area maybe, because those look like they're stacked in the pool.
Yeah. Who knows?
So it's an interesting property. Like you said, more of the traditional. What was I going to go back and look at?
How small it was. Size. You were gonna, because they do everything in meters.
Yeah,
square meters, right?
Don't know that I recall seeing that.
They do have a Turkish bath. Maybe that's what that was. They have a Turkish bath.
No, this one does not give us the specifics of size like some of the for sales and for rents unfurnished were giving us.
Yeah, and this is furnished.
Yes.
So another common
some are
commonality of getting apartments down there outside of Airbnb are unfurnished, especially you're going to stay long term. So it will be typically cheaper if you did unfurnished. So these are furnished, so that's why they might be a little more than you would think. But I mean, prices have gone up in Colombia as well, like all over, I think. So
that's property number one. Let's go and jump to the next one. So do we want to take a look at one of these or do we want to move around?
We can. Let's look at the Envigado, the natural home friendly 3B, 2B. I don't even know what that means, but
3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Oh, duh.
All right, so pricing 1 to 3 months, $1,800.
That's what it would cost us.
$1,800.
Let's see why. So it has 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms. Cleaning is not included. Pets are allowed. Does have internet. Awesome. Preferred, everybody, student, professionals, everybody.
Queen bed. That's very rare.
That's rare. If you find a queen bed.
Yeah, that's very rare.
That's very typical here in America, queen or king even. All right.
So here's your first bedroom.
It's really pretty.
Here's your second bedroom. Then here's your third bedroom.
Okay. Nice.
Let's check out the map really quickly. Oh, we see it's right in the downtown area, right next to center.
Yeah.
By 3 parks.
El Dorado. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good
area.
And then
this area is really the hills start.
Yeah.
So it's very close to the hill area, but it's not super elevated. This is still flatland here.
So walkable. That's very
Walkable.
walkable right there.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Your host is going to be Nicolas.
Dining room, oven, television, coffee machine, washing machine, dryer. It has a dryer. It has sauna and elevator, which is great. It has a front desk. It has a gym, balcony. That's awesome. Cats,
Super pet friendly.
super. Wow.
So let's take a look at the photos.
It only has parking for a motorbike, though. That's what I saw.
This is kind of nice.
This is really beautiful.
So this little tucked away living
Yeah.
space, but has a giant window.
That's nice.
Here's your island.
Yeah.
Right?
Now that looks like a bigger fridge, Chad.
Yeah, this one looks standard.
And a stove is on the island, which that's not too often you see that. So $1,800 for 1 to 3 months.
You got a sauna here.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff you need, your blender, your coffee maker, gas oven and stove. Great view. Gym.
Love that view. Look at that.
With third bedroom, that gives you 2 dedicated office spaces.
Yeah.
That is not intrusive in living space. Good view here.
Yeah, beautiful outside.
Full bath.
That's nice.
So nice, yes, nice property. Amy, is it 1,800 per month? Nice. It's a little pricey, right?
It's pretty pricey.
Almost
Yeah.
2,000 a month. Being center, walkable. There's going to be some things that you're expense that you're not going to have to account for. Like you probably will rarely have to get a car.
But it is furnished. Exactly. I mean, this is so walkable, which is huge if that's what you're looking for.
All right, let's jump over into, we want to go a little further north.
A little further north, maybe closer to El Poblado. Let's see what the price difference is in El Poblado.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. So we've got several here.
Yeah, like that too.
Which one? This
52.
middle one?
Nope, come down here to El Poblado. Yep. So 1 room, 2 bath.
Very
one bedroom.
Oh no, is this interior? That has to be exterior. No,
So
that's interior.
Let's see.
1 bedroom, 2 bath.
So a little over $1,300 USD per month.
Duplex with 2 floors.
Duplex with 2 floors. It's kind of cool. Stairs, laundry room, bathroom, complete kitchen. It's on the ground floor. So that's something to think about if you're looking for that view. You're not have it here. Queen bed.
Shared
wow,
washer.
what is happening?
Shared washer and dryer.
Shared washer and dryer. So we found a lot of that too, didn't we?
Yeah.
So the washer and dryer.
We've never
been the washer.
We've never been big city folks, so that's not something that we're accustomed to.
Yeah,
we're not used.
I don't have to have a dryer, but I really want my own washing machine to use. That's a nice little room there, you know.
Single bed.
If you're one person going down, I mean, and it is in El Poblado, which is great. It's a great area.
Yep, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check out the photos really quickly.
I see the Turkish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a beautiful view!
Yeah,
wow.
This is very interesting.
It's very interesting. Sauna.
Great view.
So it is small.
Yeah, this is an interesting property.
Little balcony for you.
And if you want to be city center and you want to be in a safe area like El Poblado and it's just you, this is a pretty darn good place.
Yeah. Most places are not going to be like they are here in the States. And we have looked at so many of these.
Yeah. Should we check out one more?
Trying to stay closer to the El Poblado area or Laureles. You can go on the other side and go to Laureles, see if there's anything in there. Go north. Yep, it's just above Belen. Go over to the left a little bit more. And then go in. There you go. There's Laureles right there. So you can pull up any of those.
Let's see room wise.
Laureles is beautiful.
Here's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, full apartment.
Oh, that one right there looks. Let's
Yeah,
see what that one is.
this looks
Looks great.
interesting. Okay, so we've got a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Internet's included. No cleaning. Pets are allowed. All
Close to the
inclusive.
metro.
All inclusive gender
Mm-hmm.
wise. 2 rooms. Let's check out some photos.
That kitchen looks amazing.
Yeah, that's really what drew me in when those pictures were coming up.
Yeah. But that living room,
Feels narrow. Yeah,
very
tight.
narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the bar area, it's not very open. It
Yep.
is and it's not, but the fridge looks decent
Yeah.
size. Um,
Not a lot in the photo
yeah.
options.
So the bathrooms in Colombia are typically small,
Yeah.
as are the kitchens usually. Because they spend a lot of time outdoors too. There's so much to do. So, again, if this Laurelis is a great place. It's kind of heavy on the like kind of toxic with all the automobiles going through there with their
Yeah.
exhaust or whatever. So the pollution is quite high in Laureles, but Laureles is also more flat. El Poblado is very, very hilly. In Envigado, you have the flat in the city center, and then it starts to go up. And Sabaneta is pretty much the same way.
So in general, that website,
Yeah.
I think it had a lot of properties.
Yeah.
There was a huge range of properties.
Especially Medellin.
And I like that it gave you options of 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
like based off of what your needs are. It gave a nice little breakdown of options for you.
Yeah. And make sure you go on there and you're looking at like what paperwork they need. Because again, with Airbnb, they just, it just is. You pay your deposit and then pay by month if you're staying longer. And they really don't need a whole lot of stuff along
Right.
with that. And you get travel insurance through Airbnb as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you get travel insurance through Airbnb. So, and you have to have insurance in Colombia. Everybody does.
Yeah, mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, I like the website. I like the properties. There were a couple. It was a little difficult to navigate only because we're so accustomed to Airbnb in a certain way of looking at things.
Yeah.
But it was an easy adjustment. It wasn't difficult
Okay.
to navigate that. I like the map, how it changes what's available as you're moving around. That makes it very easy to understand. It reminded me of kind of like a hotel website.
Mm.
So overall, that's a great website. If you're looking for longer term, we're going to stick with Airbnb on this first one.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, there's some peace of mind there for our first long haul trip that it just makes sense to pay the premium to have.
Yeah, and we had such a great experience. Well, we've always had great experience with Airbnb.
Yeah,
But our trip to Sabaneta was, oh, I can't wait to go back. I can't wait.
yeah. Okay, so anything else you got on this one?
Yeah, I think it just would really encourage you to go onto YouTube and watch the two guys that I talked to you about, the Medellin Buzz or AK Joel. His stuff is also really good. They have a lot of information on there for you. And I used YouTube as my source for uh, looking at different areas, right? A lot of people did walking tours, if you will. So that's how I kind of got to know a lot of the areas and see where was it greener, where was there less traffic, or where are we going to get a more Colombian atmosphere instead of it being expat where everybody speaks English. Chad and I really didn't want to do that, and we still don't. I think otherwise, how are we able to learn Spanish and be able to communicate with other Colombians?
Yeah,
So really do your due diligence. I can't say that enough. Don't take somebody's word for it or ours. Like go out and do your own research and see for yourself.
awesome. Love that. So next week, have we thought about what we want to discuss next week?
Yes. So Chad and I met with Angela,
Mhm.
who is an agent with Sura. So we had a wonderful conversation with her about health insurance for us, and we're going to talk more about that next week.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, guys, until then, keep expanding your minds and living beyond the desk. Have an extraordinary week.